Well, you'll never guess what happened next. You'll never guess. Not in a million years. But Jesse, you remember Jesse?
Yep.
Well, Jesse was caught with Wendy's husband. Can you imagine?
Nope.
Well, seems that Wendy's husband, Matt or Mark or something. Well, anyway, he would come home every day in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. Every afternoon at 2. And Jessie would meet him. See, with her job and all, it seemed safe. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Can you imagine?
Nope.
He thought it was safe too, if you know what I mean. Can you imagine that?
Nope.
Only it wasn't safe. Not last Thursday anyway. You'll never guess this. Wendy decided to come home at 2:30. 2:30, and she caught him. Fair and square, she caught him. Can you imagine?
Nope.
But here's the kicker. You'll never guess this part. The reason Wendy was home? She was meeting some guy. That's right. Meeting another man in the middle of the afternoon. Can you imagine that?
Nope.
Seems like the whole world's gone crazy. You hear about these things all the time. Regular soap opera with everybody cheating on everybody. Can you imagine? Jim, what is that you're doing?
I'm just soaking my feet.
Soaking your feet?
Yep.
Oh, well that's nice. That's real nice. Say, did you hear about the Johnson boy? You know, Shelly Johnson's boy. The one with the glasses. Not the one that got kicked off the football team, but the other one. You remember him?
Yep.
Well, you'll never guess this. He got arrested. He sure did. And do you know what for? Possession. That's right. And when they nabbed him, he had a gun. And do you know what else?
Nope.
It was the same gun that killed Old Man Walker. You remember Old Man Walker and how he was found killed and his Social Security check was missing? They think that Johnson boy was the one who did it. You know, more than likely he did. Can you imagine killing an old man for a Social Security check?
Nope.
Seems like everybody's got a gun these days. Everywhere you go, people shooting people. No one's safe with all these guns around. Makes me think we ought to get a gun. I feel safer maybe, and then no one would dare bother us. Wouldn't that be nice, Jim, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Jim, what's that you're doing?
Just taking a bath.
Taking a bath? Oh, well that's nice. Hey, you'll never guess who I ran into at the store today. You'll never guess, not in a million years. Mr. Adams. That's right, Mr. Adams. You remember Mr. Adams, you know, the bald guy that works at the insurance company. You know, he wears the tie with the red spots. You remember him, don't you?
Yep.
Well, you'll never guess this. He got fired. He sure did. And do you know what for? Embezzling. That's right. He was stealing money. Would you have ever guessed that about him?
Nope.
Well, they couldn't prove it, but they knew. So they went ahead and fired him. And he doesn't even care. Do you know he doesn't care? He said, well, everybody's stealing these days. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not. He says, well, yeah, that's because you don't work at a place we're stealing from. And I mean, of course, he's right. I mean, I don't, but I still don't think I'd steal or anything. You know, not so much as I'd go to jail, or at least from anybody who couldn't afford it. Would you?
Nope.
Jim, what's that you're doing?
Just a little fishing.
Fishing? Oh, well, that's nice. Hey, you'll never guess who else I ran into at the store today. Not in a million years. You'll never guess. Representative Thompson. That's right. And I talked to him. I sure did. And do you know what he's doing? He's getting signatures for a petition, and he wanted me to sign it. Me! Well, I was flattered, let me tell you. And do you know what that petition's for? He is trying to take the words, "In God We Trust," off of our money. And I was like, well, what for? Why would you want to do that? He said, because God doesn't exist anymore. And I was like, well, so what? Just because God doesn't exist doesn't mean we need to go and hurt his feelings and take his name off our money. I mean, do you think we should hurt his feelings?
Nope.
Well, you know, that's what I thought. But Representative Thompson, he was quite adamant. He said, it's time we stop letting superstition hold us back. It's time we took control of our own destiny. He said, God's been dead since Nietzsche, and we've been doing fine ever since, and we just need to realize that. I mean, can you imagine that? Can you just imagine?
Nope.
Jed, what's that you're doing?
Just treading water.
Treading water? Oh, well, that's nice. Jeff,
Yep.
you think it'll stop raining soon?
Wouldn't count on it.
Some of you feel like we're drowning maybe in our circumstances, and so we need to know, how do we respond and live in a day when it feels like the water is about to go over our heads? Well, Thessalonians has been helping us with that. So let me invite you to open your Bible to 1 Thessalonians.